just going to stay on here for just a second. I got a new comic book haul. I figured I'd show everybody. Just wait a few minutes and see if anybody pops in. I figured I'd get more people popping in because, well, everybody's home. Wow, full minute. Nobody's hopped on yet. Okay. Well, what I wanted to do, hey, there's somebody. Hey, William, your first one in. How you doing there? Good evening to you. I figured I'd do a little haul video since the big shut-in is starting to happen here in Oregon. Where about you located, William? Well, I do know that Oregon has got orders for people to stay home. It's not a what do they? It's not a shelter-in order, but it's a very strict order for everybody to stay home. North of Chicago, awesome stuff. Well, welcome tonight. But yeah, the governor and the mayor issued a stay home and stay healthy order, and it's not like the shelter in. It's not as strict, but it's a everybody just has to stay home. And so I was able to go out today and get myself a pretty cool comic haul before the shut-in happened. So I figured I'd come in and show you guys that. We got Sith 17. Lord, how you doing there, my friend? Welcome. And we got Comic Crazy. How you doing? And he says, "Good evening, Bob. I sent Bueller a Lady Death coloring contest to forward to you. Right up your alley, buddy." Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've been looking to get into a new coloring piece, and I haven't done one for a while. But you know, when you haven't done something for a while and it's really like sticking to you, like that's how the coloring thing is with me. I've got to get a piece in. Hey there, Hack. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Just saw you at the Fallout earlier, man. Really cool. We got to stop hanging out like this. Scarpad, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Well, like I said, Oregon has issued a stay-at-home order, and I mean, it was pretty, you know, social distancing and all that type of stuff already, but now it's to the point where they don't want anybody going out. They've already issued all kinds of different things for businesses, like restaurants are not supposed to do anything but takeout orders. Anything but non-essential business is supposed to be running. And if you don't have to go out, they're telling you not to go out, but they're not making it like a hard rule, I guess, or like instituting some law for it. But so basically, not supposed to go out if you don't have to go out. And so I'm going to follow the rule. But like I said, I went out earlier to this place called the Fallout. Hack, who's in the chat, he can tell you one of the things that's really cool about out here in Portland is we've got a ton of great comic shops. I mean, Portland's not a very big city at all. And I think we have something like 8 or 9 different comic shops right here in the city, and they're all different and they're all great. Hey, Comic Crack, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping in. So there's a place that's called Comics Adventure, and they have everything. They have new books that come out every week. They have back issues. They got a wall of spendy books. They have racks of $10 trade paperbacks, graphic novels, toys, comic supplies. So they have just about everything. They even have 50-cent bins. They have just about everything that you can think of. And so that's kind of like an all-around shop. And then you have places that only sell new books, like Tifa, and that's like where Bueller and Sam and I go to get our new books every week, is Things from Another World. And they are owned by Dark Horse, and they're just right up the street from me. And so that's where we get all our new books. And that's all they sell is new books. They do sell like graphic novels and trade paperbacks and toys, but they mostly deal with just new books. That's it. No back issues. Hey, Two Gun, how you doing, man? Pew, pew. Good to see you, man. And so that's kind of where we go to get our new comics. And there's a couple of different shops that are like that only deal in new comics. Then you have the oldest comic shop in Portland, which is Excalibur, and they have a wall of spendy books. They have a ton of back issues, and then you can get just about every new comic that comes out every week there. And so that's all they deal with, is just straight comics, and you won't find anything else there. Then they got this place out here called the Fallout. And the Fallout is nothing but back issues. The owner, that's what he does, is he liquidates comic books. So sometimes he runs these crazy sales, and you can get stuff for pretty cheap. And the place is really cool. It's like it's in this kind of office building, and there's a door. It's like a basement door that goes down into the basement, and the door looks like a Fallout shelter door. It's really thick. It's got rivets on it, and really crazy looking. And you actually go down into the basement, and it's kind of this dark, dingy place. Kind of, I say dingy, but it's basement setting, and it's just full of comics everywhere, long boxes everywhere. It is the coolest comic shop out here, and I love going there. The owner's name is Rich. He's a really good friend. And I was there today because with this whole coronavirus thing, he put a message out for a 50% off sale, half off everything inside of the store. And you could only go there by appointment only. So he was practicing the whole social distancing thing. And so you had to call him up or send him a message and try to grab a time slot. And so that's what I did. That's what I did today. And I was there. My time slot was 3:30. And so I went there, and who did I see? I didn't have the store to myself like I thought I would. Oh, Hack. He was in the chat right now. He was there. That was pretty cool. Got to see him, and I hung out there for a little bit, picked up some comics, and it was a pretty cool haul. So let's see here. Scarpad says, any shops in walking distance from you? Actually, yes. Comics Adventure is probably less than a mile from me. So I can just basically walk, about in between half a mile and 3/4 of a mile up the road, and it's just right there. So, I mean, if I need something, I can just head up the street and go grab it, man. It's so cool. And then Things from Another World is like, I don't know. Things from Another World is probably about 2 miles up the road from me. And what did you say that they're about 2 miles on? Things from Another World? Yeah, about 2 miles up the road. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I picked up, and I got some really good deals. Not everything was the same price. So but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I got. This is pretty cool. Bueller would be so proud of me because he's the master of getting books really cheap. And I got some really good books for really cheap today. And but anyway, if you guys are ever out here in Portland, you got to go to the Fallout. It's an incredible place. It's an experience, to say the least. And they do all kinds of stuff there. They have parties. They have cosplay nights where all kinds of cosplayers go there. He constantly has events going on, constantly has sales going on, and it's all great stuff. Hey, Bueller, I'm proud of you too, buddy. Good to see you, man. So yeah, I got a lot of really, really good stuff there. Sith Lord says, I'm home on lockdown, but I pulled a Houdini to go out to my LCS. That's basically what I did too. It was funny because I got that appointment, and I was like, as soon as I got home, that's when the announcement came from the governor to basically say, everybody stay home. So So I'm going to show you the most expensive books that I bought. And you guys know me, I'm a Daredevil fan, so I'm not going to get out of this without showing some Daredevil books. But so this I basically got the comic series Daredevil Reborn. Now, I'm not a huge Andy Diggle fan. I didn't like Andy Diggle's run on Daredevil. There are Daredevil books that are better than others, and his run was kind of subpar. But I guess he did a mini series called Daredevil Reborn. So I got the whole series for $5. That comes out to be about $1.25 a book. And so there's the first one. Let's see. I hate the glare. I'll get it out. There we go. And then everything's backwards too. That's where Bueller's a pro, man. He knows exactly where to place things. There's number 2. I love that cover. And there's number 3. And then here is number 4. Pretty cool. I love that cover. And so, yeah, I got those for about $1.25 a book, which is pretty cool. Like I said, those are some of the more expensive books that I got. These are probably the most expensive books that I got today. So I already have this series. I actually bought this for my nephew. This is the Man Without Fear by John Romita Jr. and Frank Miller. And so I got all 5 in the series. I got it for $11, so that comes out to be about $2.20 a book. And so there you go. Here's number 1. And if you guys haven't read this series, it is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. You get the first appearance of Typhoid Mary inside of it. You get the retold origin where he puts on the black togs. It's the actual series that they based Daredevil season 1 on Netflix on. And it's one of my favorite reads. It's really well done. And then here's the last one where he actually puts on the yellow costume. So it's like a retelling of his origin. So good stuff. So yeah, I got all 5 of those. I actually bought those for my nephew. I've never read the Daredevil Reborn one before, so I'm, like I said, I'm not a huge Andy Diggle fan, but I'll read everything Daredevil, so I will definitely read that one here pretty soon. But for $1.25, a book, I mean, I can't beat that price. Yeah, Two Gun, I like all those covers too. All right, so check this out. This is Man, this is awesome. So a lot of Flash is one of my my favorite DC characters, and one of the things I've always wanted to do is collect the Geoff Johns run. The Geoff Johns run on the Flash is incredible. I'd say, I love Williamson's run as well, but Geoff Johns stuff was just incredible. And so this isn't the whole run, but I got basically 16 books. I got number 207 through 225. I think it's missing 218 and 219. So it's 16 books. I got them for $10. So I basically got these for 62 cents a piece. So check this out. I love it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge Flash fan. There's 207 and then 208. Yes, sir. That is a Bullseye logo on my hat. How could I not? I'm Bullseye Bob, right? Yeah, the hat is something that Bueller actually suggested. And so I went out and got one, and my wife was good enough to put the Bullseye logo on it for me. And I kind of like it. I'm trying something new. You know what I'm saying? So here's issue 209. These are all great books. Number 210. There we go. I'll get that right someday. 211. I like that one. Anybody? I know a lot of people probably don't watch the CW shows anymore. I still watch The Flash, and there was an amazing episode that happened a couple of weeks ago where Gorilla Grodd actually took on Flash's the Speed Force from the Flash to fight Solovar, and it was one of the most glorious TV special effects episodes that I've seen in a long time. To see Gorilla Grodd with basically the Sonic Punch was freaking awesome. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, you definitely should check it out. And then I got number 212. Got some Mirror Master action going on there. Number 213. And you can't beat the 62 cents a book, man. For the Geoff Johns run, I scored. We got 214. And then 215. That's when you start getting into that funky area where they did Identity Crisis. I'm sorry, Identity Crisis it wasn't good. Then 216. I mean, not as good as Bueller, man. He'll get like $100 books for 62 cents. One time we went to the Frankenstein swap, and he got Avengers 684, first appearance of the Immortal Hulk, and he got it for like 68 cents or something like that. It was crazy. So that's how Bueller rolls. There we go. Then we got number 217. We got 220. He gypped me on that one. That hasn't got a bag and a board. Rich, you owe me a board in this one. And then you got 221. That's pretty cool. And 222. All 62 cents a book, man. You can't beat this. Or 223. Most of his Rogues Galleries on there. Captain Cold, Reverse Flash, Mirror Master, Weather Wizard. Man. Then you got 224. I always loved this cover. 225. Pretty cool. 16 books, man. That's pretty cool. And they're all from the Geoff Johns run. And you can't beat that. So how's everybody doing, man? I mean, how's everybody doing with the having to be isolated or whatever you're doing in your state? I know it's been hard for some people. So I'm just kind of wanted to hop on and create like a little break, spend some time with some people and see how everybody's doing. I know I've been working from home for since last week. The week before, I was actually not feeling well, and so I was working from home while I wasn't feeling well. And then this whole thing hit, and I've been pretty much working from home since. I worked from home the whole week, and that was something else. So, I'm probably better than most people because I got plenty of comic books to read. My wife is not working, so we keep each other company, and it's kind of cool working from home, having my dog in my lap, having comic books all around me, and my wife next to me. It doesn't get much better than that for me. So Comic Crack says he's been working from home for a few days now. I think a lot of people have. By the way, Comic Crack, I love your logo, man. That's awesome. That came from Daredevil Yellow, didn't it? I think so. Comic Crazy says, I've never read Daredevil, but we'll take a look at this Netflix show during the next forced downtime. Yeah, you know what? Just watch the first 2 episodes. If you get to the second episode and you get to the very end of it, and if you don't want to keep watching beyond that, then I guarantee you won't like it. But I'm telling you right now, once you get to the end of that second episode, you won't want to stop watching. That first season, the first 13 episodes, is one of the best seasons of TV that you're going to find, whether it's comic book or not. It was really well done. Vincent D'Onofrio playing the Kingpin was amazing. Charlie Cox's Daredevil was really awesome. So I can't praise that show high enough. The second and third seasons were okay, but that first season is an accomplishment in TV. So check that one out. Let's see. It's a Raphael Grumpa version of DD. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That's I can that's actually really cool for a logo. I didn't notice until just now a second ago that it was that, because I don't ever usually see it blown up. So really cool. True Gun Pedro says he's still adjusting. Yeah, it is quite an adjustment, buddy. And then Sith says that he's been doing a lot of reading. Man, I hope you're reading comic books because that's it, And then Comic Crack said we just had a state of emergency announcement this afternoon. Comic Crack, where do you live, man? And we got Ace Bonnie in the chat. How you doing, buddy? I had an earthquake Wednesday. You must be out near Salt Lake. Am I right? Well, I hope you weren't affected too bad. I think it was like a 5.2, I think. But I'm not done with my haul yet. I still got more books to show. So a lot of you guys know that I'm a you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba, up in Canada. All right. Manitoba. I'm trying to think. Winnipeg. Is that more towards the east side or the west side of the country? I can't remember. If you're on the west side, how close are you to be able to come down to Seattle? Oh, and by the way, I saw somebody ask about the Washington State SummerCon. I think that might have been Comic Crazy who asked that. As of right now, Washington State SummerCon is still in. Hey, you take care there, Sith. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for hopping in. Oh, dead center. Yeah. Middle Province. Oh, well, I was going to say if you were near Seattle, man, we could meet up because we're going to be going there soon. But yeah, I mean, you guys know that I'm a huge Jim Lee fan. And oh yeah, Washington State SummerCon. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So as of right now, there's no announcements on Washington State SummerCon. I'm hoping that it doesn't get moved. I hope that when we get closer, in a few months, that things are starting to get back under control. We just don't know at this point. I know that on Monday, MegaCon is supposed to make an announcement. And I just know in my heart of hearts they're going to cancel that. And so I shouldn't say cancel. I hope that they postpone it because I really wanted to go to that. And I've got to get my airline tickets either refunded or moved to a different time so that I can, because I'd love to go to Orlando and experience MegaCon. That'd be so cool. But as of right now, Washington State SummerCon is still on. I haven't heard anything that would put that in danger, but who knows how long this thing's going to go on. So Ace says, not too bad. Just older buildings had some damages, no injuries or deaths. Oh, that's good. That's good. So like I said, I'm assuming that's in the Salt Lake area. That's like the first quake you guys have had since the 90s or something like that. And if you're not used to having them, they can be, for some people, they can be scary. Other people, it depends on if it's a roller or a shaker. They can be scary. But I lived in California most of my life, and I got used to them. Half the time they'd go by, and you're just like, oh yeah, earthquake. So anyway, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Jim Lee. And so they had all of the Jim Lee Fantastic Four that he did in the late 90s. And so I got the first 13 books in the run. And I paid $10 for them. So this is basically 76 cents a comic. And, if I remember right, the writing on these isn't all that great, but it is some of my favorite artwork. Jim Lee draws my favorite Doctor Doom of all time, and that's in this run. And so I got 1 through 13. So here's the first one. And I wonder, does anybody know if they've done a treatment on these like they did with the original X-Men run? They did an X-Men 2.0 and remastered all of Jim Lee's work with new colors. I'm wondering if they've done that with this Fantastic Four run, because I would love to see that remastered that way. And then here's issue 2. Yeah. Bueller's probably laughing at me because I can't get the angles right here. And then I got issue 3. For 76 cents a comic, you can't beat that, especially as iconic. Like I said, I don't think the writing was that well done, but the artwork was incredible. I think it's some of Jim Lee's best artwork. This is one of my favorite comic book covers of all time. I actually have this cover signed by Jim Lee. I had him sign at Washington State SummerCon last year, but that's one of my favorite Doctor Doom covers of all time. Let me get that up there. There we go. Love that stuff. And I got number 6. Number 7, another one of my favorite covers. Of course, back then, nobody drew Wolverine like Jim Lee did. Just so amazing. And then number 8 with the Inhumans. I don't think Jim Lee ever did the Inhumans except for this book, if I remember right. Pretty awesome. And then number 9, the big old statue of Galactus on there. And number 10, love that cover of The Thing. Can't beat that for 76 cents a book. And then number 11, got some Terrax action on there. And then number 12, we finally get the glorious Galactus cover. There we go. And then I guess he just threw in issue 13 because the issue 13 isn't Jim Lee, but I don't have it in my collection. So, but there you have it, 1 through 13. Pretty cool. I was very happy to get those. And then like some of you know that I'm collecting the run of Spawn, and I'm doing that with my son, and he's been locked up for a while. My latest grandbaby, my second grandbaby, Quinlan Rose, was just born about a month and a week ago, and so he's pretty much been at home. Him and his wife, or his fiance, they've both been at home taking care of the baby while all this craziness is now going on. So they're kind of locked in, and so whenever I go out, I try to, wherever I can find some Spawn, I always try to pick it up. Hey there, Comic Mag, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping in. Welcome. And so I'm basically I'm gonna pick up as much as I can, but we're trying to collect the whole collection, the whole run together. 1 through 3. Was it 312 now? 311 or something like that. Maybe it's like 306, something like that. Anyway, just after 300, and so I got each of these for about $1.50 a piece. Got that one. And Comic Crack says, have a look for a guy, James Stokoe's version of Galactus. It's an incredible piece. I will check that out. I love great artwork. And I don't think I've ever heard of that name, but I'll definitely check that one out. Thanks for the tip. And thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I'm a grandpa twice now. So then I got number 19. And that's one of the things that Bueller and I have said many times, is every Spawn cover is just amazing. Hey, YC Comics, how you doing, man? How's it going there, Nick? So, before I go on with the last of my haul, I'm just going to tell you, Nick is somebody that I have recently come into contact and acquaintance with. He has a brand new channel. If you guys haven't been to his channel yet, it's YC Comics. Definitely go and check him out. Give him a subscription. He's going to partner with me in my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And he's created a video that's already on his channel that tells you everything that you need to know about how to win this slab, this amazing slab that he sent me. It is a CBCS 9.8 Spawn number 9, first appearance of Angela. We're going to be giving that away at my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. But in order to win that, you've got to go to that video, and he'll tell you everything you need to know about how to enter to win it. And we're partnering together on that. He's a good dude, and I'm really excited to to do the giveaway, and then also we're gonna do a live stream here pretty soon so that you all can get to know him. But he's a pretty awesome cat. Go check out his channel, give him a subscription, and welcome him to the community. So thanks for stopping in here, Nick. Oh, thank you for shipping it. Yeah, so I got the tracking on it. I appreciate that. So here we got issue 20. Like I said, I got each of these for $1.50. I got number 35. I know it's pretty easy to get a lot of the ones from 1 to 100, and so it's just low hanging fruit. But it's okay. For $1.50, I'll take it. This one is number 36, and then I got number 38. I think I have about 70 of the first 100 now, and then a couple smatterings in between 150 and 200. I think I got a couple of the main keys after 200. So yeah, it'll be a while before we collect it all, but we're gonna have some fun with it. So I try to check it out every chance I get. But so yeah, I mean, definitely check out Nick's channel. One of the things I wanted to say as well is last week I mentioned that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the Portland Comics crew is going to have another roundtable discussion, and really excited about that. You know, I love getting together with Bueller, and hey, Tony, thanks a lot for stopping by, man. And of course, you stay safe too, buddy. But you know, I love getting together with Bueller and Sam and Damien, Sleepy Reader 666, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion. It's going to be awesome. Definitely tune in. But I told you last week it was going to be on Sam's Tangled Web. We've actually changed that. It's actually going to be on Sleepy Reader 666's channel. If you're not subscribed to him, you definitely should be. He does great comic book countdowns. He does a podcast. He drops a lot of great comic book content. He's really knowledgeable. He knows his artwork. He knows his writers. And I really love getting together with Damien, but it's going to be on his channel. If you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely go check it out. But definitely go check us out tomorrow night. We're going to be discussing our top 5 favorite heroes of all time and the eras that they came from and what it is about those particular heroes that we like so much. And I'm really excited about this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So Comic Crack says, should be a good one. I'm going to try and tune in. It's on Damien's channel, right? Yep, it'll be on Damien's channel. And he's good enough to go ahead and host it. And so I'm looking forward to that. And of course, like I said, I always love getting together with those guys. We can just sit and talk comic books for hours. I mean, hours, and we do. So that's pretty much what we'll be doing tomorrow night. So yeah. So that right there is my comic haul. I spent about $45 today, and I got all those comics that I just showed you. And on average, most of them were under $1. I got a couple books that were like $1.25, and then of course those Man Without Fears were about a little over $2 a piece. But I bought those as a gift for somebody, and but that's the type of haul that you can get from the Fallout. He has those 50% off sales pretty often, and he's going to actually start doing videos where you can. I don't know if it's going to be auction style, but he's definitely going to have a way for people to buy online through these videos, which I thought was pretty interesting. And but I'll leave a link down to the store's website after the video, and definitely go check it out, because it's a unique experience. The Fallout is a unique experience, and it's definitely, if you're here in Portland, you got to go see it. I mean, it is literally like a Fallout shelter walking down there, and it's just wall to wall long boxes. It's a really cool place to go. Comic Crazy said, I thought y'all were crashing in Sam's bedroom for the round table. Regardless, I'm in. I ain't going anywhere near Sam's bedroom. I'll tell you that right now. But no, yeah, we have a lot of fun, and we're not crashing at Sam's place. At least I'm not. Those guys can, but I'm not. Nah, Sam, I love Sam. And but yeah, definitely come and check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it'll be different because we won't all be in the same room. Normally, the last 2 times we've done it, we've all been together in the same room. But because of what's going on, we're all going to dial in. We're all going to hop on remotely and have the roundtable discussion via StreamYard, just like you see here. And I'm really looking forward to it. And then, like I said, MegaCon, I think, is going to get canceled. And so I'm really disappointed in that. But there's a lot of other cons that are coming up. Rose City Comic Con is coming up. I already know about some of the creators that are going to be there. I'm really happy about that. Hopefully that still goes on. And then I think what they're doing is they're going to try to drop in Emerald City Comic Con in between Washington State Summer Con and Rose City Comic Con. So we'll be full of cons out here in the Pacific Northwest when it comes to the end of the summer. Two Gun says, smells like candles in Sam's room. Only people who watch the BS show will get that reference. I'm not going to talk about candles on here, okay? Oh, those guys are crazy, man. So, but that's it, man. I just wanted to hop on and spend some time with y'all, maybe offer a little break from the monotony of this whole coronavirus thing. I hope you're all staying safe. I wanted to show you guys my comic haul and give some announcements. Definitely tune in to the Having Comics with My Coffee show tomorrow. I can go film it over at the Refuge, and I'll probably end up doing that. Of course, nobody will be in there doing business, but I can be in there for business purposes. So I'll still be able to film from the coffee shop. So, but that'll drop sometime tomorrow. I hope you tune into it. A lot of great comics came out this week. I mean, man, the independents just killed it this week. And, but I am definitely looking forward to doing the show tomorrow. So anyway, appreciate you guys coming in. Oh, Steve Cange, he came in. How you doing? He says, "Hey Bob, East Coast Comic Con goes on. It's my birthday weekend. Want to meet Walt Simonson and his wife. Oh man, that would be amazing. Yeah, both of them are amazing. So definitely glad you hopped on. Of course, but I'm ending the show right now. But thank you for tuning in." He says, I have 2 Thor 337. I want him to sign. Oh, great book. Absolutely. If there's anyone you want to get him signed, it's that one for sure. But listen, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. You know me. I love you guys. I just want to let you know to remember to always support your local comic shop, and Excelsior, folks. Y'all take care. Have a good night and stay safe. Stay healthy. I love y'all. Stay blessed.